What if I told you that your greatest failure could be the beginning of your greatest success? That rock bottom isn't the end. It's the solid foundation upon which you build your legacy. Most people quit when things get hard. They convince themselves that success is for the lucky or the talented. But today, I'm going to tell you a story so powerful that by the end of this video, you might never see obstacles the same way again. Stay with me, because what happens next, it's going to shock you. Oh, and by the way, have you ever noticed that every overnight success was actually years in the making? Weird how that works, right? Meet Alex Donovan, a man who had a dream so big, people laughed at him. Alex wanted to be a self-made entrepreneur, to break free from the 9-to-5 grind, to prove that an ordinary person could build something extraordinary. But reality? It hit him like a freight train. At 24, he quit his job to pursue his dream. He put all his savings, every last dollar, into a startup. And for a while, things looked promising. Until they didn't. A few bad decisions, a failed partnership, a recession, and within months, he was flat broke. One night, he sat in his tiny apartment, staring at an eviction notice. He had $47 in his bank account. His friends had stopped answering his calls. His own family told him to be realistic and get a job. That night, he thought to himself, maybe they're right. Maybe I should give up. But life wasn't done testing him. The very next day, Alex was in a car accident. Nothing serious, just a fender bender. But the other driver? Let's just say they weren't feeling generous. A lawsuit followed. More debt. More stress. And for the first time in his life, Alex felt completely defeated. Ever felt like the universe was personally trying to destroy you? Yeah, that was Alex's reality. For weeks, he did nothing. He barely ate. He barely slept. Depression settled in like an unwelcome guest. One day, in the middle of this darkness, Alex walked into a bookstore. Not because he wanted to buy anything, but just to escape the cold outside. And that's when he saw it. A book sitting on a table, practically calling out to him. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. What did he find in the book? Curious, desperate, maybe even a little skeptical, he picked it up and started reading. Within the first few pages, something clicked. He realized something crucial. Success isn't about luck. It's about mindset. He had spent months focusing on everything going wrong, drowning in self-pity. But successful people, they don't think like that. They focus on solutions. They use failure as fuel. And in that moment, Alex made a decision. He wasn't going to give up. He was going to rise. He got a job. Any job. A minimum wage job at a coffee shop just to survive. During the day, he worked. At night, he studied. Business, marketing, mindset. He devoured books, online courses, anything he could get his hands on. He also did something bold. He reached out to successful entrepreneurs on LinkedIn, asking for mentorship. 99% ignored him, but one responded. That one conversation led to an internship. That internship led to an opportunity. And within a year, Alex was making money again. But this time, he wasn't just making money. He was building something. His first successful business. The road wasn't easy. There were setbacks. There were failures. But the difference? Alex didn't quit. 3 years later, his business was thriving. 5 years later, he was a millionaire, mentoring others on resilience, grit, and success. So here's the real question. Are you willing to keep going? Because here's the truth. They will doubt you. You will fail. You will feel like giving up. But success? It's reserved for those who refuse to quit. Right now, you have two choices. Accept defeat or rise. Because your story, it's still being written. And the next chapter, it's up to you. So tell me, what's your next move? If this story resonated with you, hit that like button. If you know someone who needs to hear this, share it with them. And if you're ready to rewrite your own story, subscribe. Because this is just the beginning. See you in the next one. Stay strong. Keep moving. Your story isn't over yet.